We told you that we could feel the all hell was going to break loose here tonight.
Don't tell me! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sports Entertainment. We're going to talk about some of the current going-ons in the wild world of pro wrestling, including such as FTR talks potential WWE return, former ECW legend falling on hard times, WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall suffers a major health setback, and more on this episode. But before we continue, please be sure to give the subscribe button a click so you can stay up to date with all our great content. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up icon also, it really helps a lot. And now let's get to the news. First up comes some kind of cheeky news from the best tag team in the world today in regards to possibly going back to the WWE. I'm of course talking about Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, aka FTR. Recently, Dax Harwood posted on Twitter saying that he was really bored on a flight to Mexico, so he'll be doing a Q&A with the fans. If you know anything about Uncle Dax, you'll know he's up for almost any topic. So when all the too predictable question came in of, do you ever want to go back to WWE? The current co-holder of the AAA tag team titles gave the following answer. Yes, if the money and circumstances were right. Considering that a large part of them leaving the company, announcing record earnings yet fires people due to budget cuts, was due to the creative diction the WWE wanted to take them in. One would have to think that having more creative control would be a major sticking point. More than likely TK still has them signed for a few more years, so I wouldn't hold your breath on a WWE return anytime soon. Another interesting note coming from the Q&A, Dax also mentioned he and Cash will be interested in adding the NJPW tag team titles to the resume. Moving on. Also from the world of Twitter comes news on the hard times suffered by OJ Click member and ECW original Just Incredible. It would appear that the former ECW champion has run afoul of fans who have hoarded his autobiography. The book titled Just a Dream to Just Incredible came out in November 2021, which already feels like forever ago. This book covers his entire career and includes a foreword by his former Impact Players tag team partner Lance Storm. It would appear that though many who have ordered this book still have yet to receive the copy. As you can imagine, with the IWC being what it is, many of his fans has been talking to him on Twitter. This backlash promoted the former Aldo Montoya, who posted the address of the situation on the 25th of February via his official Twitter account, saying that the book has been delayed. That, combined with some stuff going on in his personal life, has caused delays in people getting their copies of his autobiography. He promised to get those who ordered the book their copies or get them their money back. In a follow-up post from March 12th, Justin promised to bring copies of his book to the Showcase of Legends that was due to happen on the 13th of March for anyone who ordered it, saying goodbye to the bad guy. Finally, we closed on some frankly horrible news for wrestling fans. As many of you know, WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, has been in the hospital dealing with health issues. In the early morning hours of March 14th, his longtime friend and fellow Click member Kevin Nash stated on his official Instagram account that Scott's on life support. Once his family is in place, they will disconnect life support. So this doesn't necessarily mean it's the end for the legendary pro wrestler. It's clearly not a positive sign. As many of you know, Hall faced many struggles outside of the ring, though in recent years had turned his life around for the better thanks to the help of longtime friend DDP. Words cannot express the sorrow we at Sports Entertainment feel for his family and loved ones. Scott Hall started his wrestling career back in 1984, training under the likes of Dusty Rhodes and Mike Rotunda. His career took him from the NWA to the AWA to WCW, WWE, where he achieved at the time his greatest success as the bad guy, Razor Ramon, before going back to WCW. There, under his own name, he helped shake up the wrestling world along with his friend and fellow Click member, Kevin Nash. He would go back to WWE in later years. He also had short stints in ECW and TNA. He would go back to WWE in later years. He also had short stints in ECW and TNA Wrestling, among other smaller promotions. Outside of the ring, where he suggested Sting's infamous crow gimmick, Scott helped to legitimately change the game of pro wrestling. This one really hurts. If you haven't watched it lately, go out of your way to watch his ladder match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. As he said while being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2014, to quote Scott from the event, "Hard work pays off, dreams come true, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Thank for the memories and sacrifices you made to entertain the fans. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next time on Sports Entertainment News." Once again, if you liked this video, please give a thumbs up. As well, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all our content.